We are up to video number 7 in our 9-part series talking about making our events an incredible event using the WOW customer experience with Ron Ruth. Ron, in number 7, we mentioned earlier that we're gathering information, and what I want to kind of talk about is how to take that information we gathered and knowing, what we can build on and how we can really utilize that information we're getting in the best way.
Well, I think it starts with being an active listener, and we talked about that a little while ago in a previous video about just investing an hour in getting to know your customer as much as you possibly can about your customer, because the information they provide you, you may find ideas in there where you're going to be able to exceed their expectations in ways they just never even imagined possible. A great example of that would be a few years ago, I had a couple that he had proposed to the bride at Disneyland, right outside of Sleeping Beauty's castle, and he did it at the moment when the fireworks took off and went and exploded and all that stuff. He got down on his knee and he surprised her with that proposal. So as part of their love story, at their wedding reception, one of the things I did was I incorporated all the music from that moment that would have been playing in the theme park at that moment when the fireworks went off, and then even included, as he said yes, even had some special fireworks sound effects in the background of that, just to add another image of what was taking place at the moment that he proposed. And this was one of their very special times. And then to add to that moment, I had contacted Disneyland, the cast members at Disneyland Guest Services. I told them about the story, and they even sent an autographed photo from Mickey and Minnie congratulating the bride and groom. And this wasn't just some stock photo. This was one that was personally addressed to them. And then rather than me presenting it to the bride and groom that evening, I had the bride's sister actually do the presentation of the photo. So again, this was just, all of this came about just from a simple thing of hearing he proposed to me outside of Sleeping Beauty's castle when the fireworks were going off. And then from that, just yes-anding and adding ideas on top of that of how can I take that and continually build on it to create something that would, again, come back to not only be memorable, but it's certainly going to exceed their expectations in ways that they never even imagined possible.
Great stuff. The idea of taking and adding to, we're going to deal with that in our next video, video number 8. And in that video, we're going to be talking about the times when couples have got a great idea and you've got a way to enhance that, as Ron was just talking about. And we're going to kind of do a little bit of demonstrating of that, because that can be for some of you kind of difficult. So we're in video number 7. We headed to video number 8. If you are just joining us for video 7, down below is the link to the playlist where you can go and start with 1 and kind of work your way down or bounce around, whatever you want to do. But that's where all of the videos of this 9-part series are, down below. We're going to be going to video number 9 and giving you a little bit more on how to build on those great ideas.